I miss Mandy. Hey, good morning everybody. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. Morning! Yeah. Go the other way, lady. Go the other way. Come on, follow the cart. Come on, Aria. That was the exact opposite. Well, good morning, everybody. This is, oh, there she goes. Kitten Karma and Mary G are trying to shift Aria. We always shift Aria away from Miss Sapphire in the mornings. So Sapphire is very neurotic and very obsessive, and she sometimes won't eat breakfast if she can see Aria. So we shift Aria all the way down next to Amanda, and that's where she eats. And it looks like she's just playing games with them. So a lot of times either the meds keeper has to shift her, or once the feeder comes out, they can shift her down. But she's just playing games this morning. Why not? You know, it got colder again, so the cats are quite frisky. Yesterday was like almost in the low 80s, and then it rained last night, and now it's in the 50s. So that's fun. That's real fun for your sinus pressure headaches. But it is sunny today, which is nice. The last handful of days, we have had an insane amount of sea fog, which is just straight up fog that you literally can't see through. Like, my drives to work have been very interesting. There's an egret. Love those big white birds. We're a big cat sanctuary, but I also definitely see so many cool birds here. But good morning, everybody. So my goal today is, I got a little bit of an early start because I'm not totally sure if I'll be able to follow our cat moves today. So it has been 2 weeks since Miss Breezy went on funcation, believe it or not. So we had to rebuild Jasmine's den yesterday, so they're going to finish it up today. So there's a big tarp over it right now. But they added a ton of fresh sand in her enclosure, which I know she's like really happy about. So that was one of those unexpected projects that stopped everything else we were doing yesterday. There's Miss Kali. I was really excited to see that Kali's new camera is up. So if you like watching our live cameras for little glimpses of the cats, you can go to bigcatcams.com and you can locate, Kimba Tiger has one, but of course he's on vacation, so you can watch him there. Max Tiger will have one eventually. Jasmine has a couple. Are you sneaking? Oh, that's very sneaky. That is Max's little face. What are you doing, bud? Are we being very sneaky? This is Max Tiger. Hi, handsome! So anyway, Breezy will be coming home from funcation, or at least this was the discussion that we had yesterday in the staff meeting. Things change, but the idea is for Breezy to go back to her home enclosure because it's been all spruced up. Hi, bud. Wow. Handsome Max Tiger. And then Jinx, our black leopard, 22-year-old black leopard, will be heading out to, I don't know if he'll get 2 weeks or a month. Kimba stays in vacation. He will He will be there for another 2 weeks. So we will see, but since I don't know if I'm not sure when they're doing those moves, and today's a really busy day. So I don't know if I'll be able to show you live when they move, so I figured we'd just go pop in and say hello to both of those cats. So you can watch for Breezy to go on Funcation, or I'm sorry, leave Funcation and Jinx come into Funcation if you check out bigcatcams.com and find the Funcation camera. So Jinx has had a couple of off days. You know, I try to be super like honest and transparent and tell you guys things as I know them. He has just been a little bit, I don't know, like extra like sneaky and pukey. So we're keeping an eye on him. I thought that Sunday was gonna be like more of an isolated incident. He scarfed his food on our feeding tour and then regurgitated it and then ate it again, which was actually totally normal for cats to do. Hi! But then it happened again this week, and then one day instead of eating breakfast, he stashed it in his den, which he doesn't usually do. So, I don't know if he's just got upset tummy or what, but we're keeping a close eye on him. We log all of those types of observations so that our vet team can keep an eye on him. But now that he's going to go into the Funcation enclosure, you guys can help keep an eye on him. Because he'll be live 24/7. He's being sneaky because Karma and Mary are now over here doing lockouts. Hi, bud. You being extra sneaky. So this is Jinx, and Jinx will be going into the Funcation enclosure today. I mean, all of his other behaviors and mannerisms are totally like normal. He's playing. He is still eating. It's just, I don't know if he's just eating so fast or what. Who knows? Cats can go through weird phases for sure. He is stalking them very well this morning. Hi, I'm still here. He's like, are you following? I'm still here, bud. Handsome man. I know. They were just the ones closing your lockouts. I don't even know if you're actually going to eat with everybody else, though, because sometimes we hold back their food until they get into Funcation or wherever they're going. Yeah, I mean, see, typical Jinx, chewing on stuff he's not supposed to. He's still been very playful, just a little pukey, so I don't know. Could be, you know, the fact that we did Panicure recently or ivermectin. Sometimes the cats don't always love the medications for whatever reason, but there we go. I'd much rather you play with your ball than eat your palmettos. Yeah, exactly. Could have eaten a lizard or caught something else that we didn't know about. But that is exactly why we do the dewormers and all of those types of things. Oh my goodness. Oh my very goodness, sir. Thank you, Jerry, for the donation. Whoa, you slid into home base there, didn't ya? So again, this is Jinx. He's our 22-year-old black leopard. He is going to be going into the Funcation rotation today at some point. So again, bigcatcams.com is where you can find the Funcation camera, along with Miss Kali, who has a new camera. You can watch Kimba out in the big vacation rotation. He is the most perfect guy. He is so perfect. You're so perfect. I know. I love you, bud. Yeah, it's nice to have some sunshine again, huh? The last couple of days have just been gloomy and a ton of sea fog that doesn't clear until like the afternoon. Thank you, Shauna, for the donation. Oh, that one went up your tree. I have seen him throw these balls like so high up in the air that they hit the roof. These squares are 4" by 4". Oh my goodness, that was a big wipeout. That was crazy. That was crazy. So if you were to count the squares, you'll see just how tall the roof is. And I've seen him just do what he's doing and then just throw the ball straight up into the air. My goodness. Yes, that was Nikita, our only lion here that you just heard in the background. She probably got her morning med and is just waiting on breakfast now. Did you get it? So as far as Pharaoh goes, the last thing we kind of talked about yesterday is he's eating and taking his meds, but he's still just not pooping. Where is it going? But he's like more active and he seems really happy. And so I believe they were discussing tomorrow bringing him back outside to his enclosure, but just in a very small portion of it, just so we can really closely monitor him, but he'll be happier outdoors. But we're taking it day by day. Oh my goodness, did something get on your paw? Something get on your paw? Is he not the most perfect guy? You're so perfect. So, what other updates are things that, well, so we've shown Dez this week already. So you guys know he's back outside. He's doing really well. He's eating really well even after his dental procedure. Still loves food. We've upped his diet a little bit. Probably gonna lose his playfulness to his full concentration because we're getting closer and closer to when the feeders will be out here. So what we'll be doing later is, I'm not sure, yeah, I guess we'd be doing this tunnel. So this area of wire you see here, so there's a door that's closed there. We'll be putting that door up as soon as we have this entire tunnel area put together. So these sides close in, and so across this little roadway, there's going to be an entire tunnel system built. And that's where Jinx will walk himself over to Funcation. And then he'll be out in this 2.5 acre vacation rotation for the next couple of weeks to a month. So right now, our 24-year-old Breezy Bobcat has been out here for the last 2 weeks. And it finally took her up until the last couple of days where she's now out and about in the mornings, trying to utilize the space a little bit more. She's kind of just been hunkered down in the back, which is honestly what a lot of the Bobcats do. Anytime Bobcats come out to this is 22,000 square feet. There's all these big platforms, toys, dens, tunnels. And usually the Bobcats tend to just hide in the back because there's a lot more coverage. This is like a little bit too wide open for them. But the last 2 mornings, she has eagerly come out and come over to this side when people are feeding Chaos and Cyrus. And I think she even ate in the really big front lockout yesterday, which was ironic because I'm like, well, she finally adjusted and now she's going home. I don't see Chaos. Chaos is probably hiding because Jinx is being crazy. I hear you. Hi. Thank you, Debbie, for the donation. Hi, Cyrus. Hi, Bob. Yeah. I was, of course, coming to see you. I was just trying to give Chaos something. Hi, Bob. Yeah. Love you, too. Yeah. This is Cyrus. He's a Caracal. Yeah, you sure are. You were owning it. Owning it. Yeah. I was like just trying to locate where Chaos was and I just hear this. Ah! Yeah. You know you have my heart. Where's your neighbor though? Where's your neighbor? Huh? I heard you were very neighborly. I heard that you were a little intense though, watching her eat every day. Yeah, you were. You love your food. Let's see, I don't know if Breezy is... Oh, there she is. She is out in the bigger section. Hi, Breeze. Miss Breeze. Well, where'd she go? She's over there. She's actually out in the big section. They're most likely going to just have her follow the keeper into her little feeding lockout over there. And then that's how they'll transport her home. So the exact way that she got here is how she'll go home. Gosh, look how good her camouflage is. The only way you can see her is by the whites on the back of her ears. So that's Breezy Bobcat, 24-year-old Bobcat. Been enjoying funcation for the last 2 weeks. Hi, sir. All right. All right. Let's give this boy all the attention for a minute. All the attentions. Andrew, if our cats have claws, if they were lucky enough to have survived their private owner or their entertainment industry job or illegal pet trade jobs that they all were used for, if they still have their own claws, we don't generally have to trim them unless they get so elderly that they stop scratching on trees or platforms or things like that. They use their surroundings to maintain their own claws. Unfortunately, Cyrus is fully declawed. So what his issues are is just grooming in general. So he doesn't have claws where if he scratches his neck, he can't pull out like matted fur and things like that. So we do have a grooming program. Certain keepers can be trained to use our metal retractable scratchers. And they're these long scratchers on a long stick. And we can eventually earn the trust of the cat, give them a treat or a sickle. And then they will hang out with us long enough for us to be able to kind of brush them. We do it from the outside of the cage. We never physically touch the cats here. That would be really dangerous and stupid and disrespectful to the cat. So we don't do any touching of the cats here. Now, we've had a few cats over the time of like Amanda, who's 25-year-old tiger. She did have an ingrown dew claw. And so unfortunately for something like that, you do have to sedate them. And I've seen Dr. Justin use some crazy devices to trim really big tiger claws like that. Corey, we have done many experiments. I mean, we've been around for 29 years, so we've done a lot of trial and errors on trying to groom the cats. You'd think it'd be as easy as hanging a brush on the side of a cage and that they'll rub against it, but they don't. You'll put it there and then they will literally never go near it. Or you'll put it there and they'll want to chew it, or they'll want to just pull it off. And if they ingest it or anything like that, that could be really detrimental to their health. So we have to be really, really selective, because even though the cats will rub like he's doing, you know, he's marking his territory because I'm right here. But if I stuck a device there in front of him, like, you know, a brush or something that might help with mats. Thank you, Pamela, for that donation. There's a good chance he would not go anywhere near that spot. Yeah, see, you know the drill. He's like, I'm a cat. I'm always going to do exactly the opposite of what you think I should do. Breezy, where are you going? She is determined to just not be seen by a camera. Breezy Bob. Breezy Bob. She just will not go anywhere where I can see her from here. She's just literally in the one spot where you just cannot see her. Okay, Breeze, I get it. I'm being ghosted. Hi. Where's Chaos? I feel like we should give Chaos some sort of attention, even though she won't reciprocate it in the same way, I know. But we still love her. She's so pretty. Yeah, she's very pretty. So Cyrus and Chaos actually came here together from what we think was probably a cattery. Thank you, Willie, for the donation. Somebody who was probably trying to breed hybrids and breed cats for the illegal pet trade in Ohio. And they were confiscated and they came here. All three of them had been fully declawed. Yeah, I'm sorry, babe, that happened to you. Unfortunately, people don't understand that declawing a cat is like chopping off the first digit of your finger. Cats walk on their tiptoes naturally. So when you cut that off, they start walking on their full paw. They'll walk on their wrists. We had a bobcat that almost practically walked on her elbows. Oh, now Breezy went into her lockout for some water. Try to get you some kind of glimpse of her. Then we'll go try to find Chaos. There's Breezy. So when they came here, we attempted to put Cyrus and Chaos back together, but we made sure that they were spayed and neutered. And then we put them in a really large cat-a-tat together. And a couple days later, she was limping really, really badly, and you could tell that she just wanted nothing to do with him. There she goes again. She's like, I gotta fuel up because this is so much space. So, let's go find Chaos. So, instead of them living together, you can see that there's a big space between. So Cyrus lives in this whole enclosure all the way back to that white fence and all the way around here. And Miss Chaos has all of this side. And they live next to each other. Sometimes they will hang out near each other, but not all that often. They made it very clear that they did not want to share space, and that's really true for most wild cats. I mean, there are a few exceptions. Obviously, lions live in prides. You know, we've had success putting young bobcats together. But when you really think about it, how scary it is to have a bunch of like lions or tigers all living together. I mean, you cannot break up a fight if a fight ensues. Like, you just can't do it. And it's pretty much inevitable. Hi! There's Chaos. It's pretty much inevitable because big cats really don't want to share space. They don't want to compete for food or toys or just space in general. They are territorial. They're solitary by nature. This is Miss Chaos. So again, if you guys joined in late, Jinx will be going on funcation and Breezy should be coming home. At least that was the last plan I heard, but I don't know if I'll be around to film it live. So you guys can pull up the funcation camera at bigcatcams.com. Kimbo will be staying where he is for another couple of weeks, which I'm sure he will be very happy about. Gotta walk around the backside here so that I can get to an exit, but I am like blinded by the sunshine right now. If you are interested in learning about our cats so that when you're watching these live feeds, you're a little more educated, more informed, you know, their backstories, things like that. Hi. Very different than Cyrus. Yes. I still think you're absolutely gorgeous though. Oh my goodness sakes. That is chaos for you. Pure chaos. But you can learn all about them at bigcatrescue.org/cat bio. And you'll see a list. Actually, it's no longer a list, it's photos, which as long as you kind of scroll over each photo, you'll have the ability to choose or to see their name. So you might see like 15 Bobcats and just kind of have to scroll over them. And then you'll see whichever one you want to read about. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but so that's Kitten Karma, and I think she's training Nisha, one of our interns, that is now at the level to be learning big cat feeding. But anyway, I don't know if anybody announced it or said anything, but Mouser is back outside. Since we haven't seen him recently, I was going to try to find him. You guys know that Mouser moved into staff offices when it was getting down into the 40s every night. But I believe, there's Mouse. Are you in there on your heating pad? Hi, bud. Meow. Oh, I missed seeing you. Yeah, cute boy. Mouser just turned 16 years old. We didn't get to see him on his birthday because he was inside. But now he's back outside where he can eat grass and play in the dirt. So Mouser's a hybrid. He's a Savannah cat. He was man-made. Somebody decided to breed a wild cat with a domestic cat. Usually those are African Servals. And you come out with a cat where you think it's going to be able to live in your house. But they are wild. He's very good at peeing on everything. He's got his claws, so he's really good at clawing. Are you on your mat? You are on your little heating pad. So he's doing well. I guess the plan was to have brought him in when it was cold, but because he didn't hate living outside the way Loki did, that he would be outside as well. So I think he's gonna go back and forth. Have the best of both worlds. His wire is really, really hard to zoom in on though. It's 2x4, it's not that 4x4. And he's at a really terrible angle. Well, thank you for coming out and saying hi. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, bud. You should maybe come out and lay in the sun. Lori, I'm not totally sure. I can't really answer a lot of the questions surrounding Loki because I haven't been like involved in like all of those decisions, but I know they moved him inside because he really hated being outside, like super hated it. they think that he's enjoying being indoors, so they are wondering if he would be happier, you know, staying indoors, but we don't know if the kitten cabana is the full-time solution. So I don't know if the plan is to see if he would tolerate being in the right home. Maybe he wasn't in the right home prior to coming here, but you can read his story, bigcatrescue.org/Loki, to kind of learn about how he came to us to begin with. And I don't know, I guess time will tell. There's Diablo, but he's hiding. Everybody's camera shy today. Is there an Illithia around? I might be out of cats. Everybody's just like fully into the feeders, and I'm not feeding anyone today. Oh, there's Illithia. Hi, Illithia. Hey, pretty girl. Illithia's a full-blooded African Serval. She is super pretty. That's her best viewing spot right there. She can see the feeders coming around the corner. Which she must see. Diablo's, I think, hunting a squirrel or a bird. Diablo's another hybrid. Oh, it was a squirrel. I just saw it run away. Hi, Dee Dee. Tiny gentleman. And into his. So any of our smaller cats or cats that might be sensitive to colder weather get these heating pads that are activated when they lay on top of them. And so that's why you see these pipes and tubes going from various electrical into their little dens. You and Mouse are both hanging out, huh? I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want people to see you. I don't think I'm not gonna be able to show you either. These 2x4 wire cages are really tough. Because our walls on our enclosures are curved, and they're that way for a reason. They curve and weave and wind to add extra strength to the enclosures. So you can see that like no wall is really totally straight. They weave in and out, and they go around trees, and so there's a lot of different reasons why our enclosures are built the way that they are. But the fact that they stand up to hurricanes is the biggest reason. But man, it's tough to get photos and videos sometimes. Well, we might be getting closer to not having cats to look at, but there's a Desi. Hi, Des! Hi, mister! So, Des is still pantsless. Des is our three-legged Serval. I believe he just turned 16 years old. He's been here for over a decade. You can see his little tail puff. You can also see how their spots and stripes literally go down to the skin. It's like a tattoo. So that's his tail that got shaved, and his back half and part of his back leg. And the reason for that is because he's got severe arthritis and he only has 3 legs. So he has been really unable to groom himself. And he is not a cat that will tolerate us brushing him. But he's been a good sport. He is still eating like crazy. He'll still run and beat you to lockout. Yeah, I see his cute little spots. I really do love that tail puff. That's pretty darn cute. And then he has a little boot and sock. It's a squirrel yelling at us. But he's doing well, doing his typical. He probably already either ate breakfast and is now eating grass, or this is his appetizer. I know, sweet does. So we will be monitoring Des very closely. We know that his hip was definitely what Justin referred to as end stage arthritis. He pretty much said in a shelter situation they would most likely amputate a leg like that, and with it being his only back leg, clearly that's not possible. So, but he still has such a zest for life, and he's still always really eager to eat, and he still gets around really well for his condition. So we have had him on a pain management regimen anyway, but now we're increasing that a bit. You can see him in his den here, and he's got a ton of straw in there, so he's got plenty of area to stay warm, but it doesn't seem to bother him. You're such a good boy, buddy. Very, very good boy. Here goes Max Bobcat. Sarah, we were notified when authorities found Des on the side of a road in Arizona, and that was more than a decade ago. And when he was found, he already only had 3 legs. So it is hard to say. He was most likely someone's pet, or he was most likely being used to breed other illegal pets. And he probably got injured somehow, or maybe it was a birth defect. We have no idea. Usually when we rescue cats, because people are doing a lot of shady illegal things, you do not find out exactly any real information. Are you guys separated for breakfast? Oh no. This is Max and MaryAnn. MaryAnn. And they have a little separator door between them because, as I mentioned earlier, thank you, Lisa, for the donation. These cats are solitary by nature, and so even though these two do like living together, they could still viciously fight each other for food. So we do separate them at feeding time or for operant conditioning, and then not usually as much for enrichment, because usually when these guys get enrichment, they get plenty of it, and for both of them. She gonna pee on you? I knew she was gonna do that. He's like, I'm getting out of Dodge. He's just gone. He knew she was gonna do it too. You are so funny. Going back for more? Going back for more. Well, I want to thank all of you guys that donated today, everybody who shared this, everybody who was helping out in the comments. The sun was really bright this morning. I missed out on a lot of things you guys were saying because I couldn't see where I was walking, and that was more important. Certainly don't want to fall down over here. Well, we might be out of cats. Let's just try. Walk around the corner and let's see if we can see Lovey. If we can see Lovey, that's where we're gonna end. Just give me a second to get out of this gate. All right. Ooh. Yep, cats pee on everything, including us and each other and their enrichment and their water bowls and all of that. That is a way of marking territory, and there's not much you can do to stop it because it's just a natural behavior. That's why these guys don't belong in your house or your basement. Shouldn't be in your backyard either. unless they're just passing by because they're living free. Absolutely love hearing from all of you guys. It seems like mostly our viewers that live in like the New England area or like New York. I get so many people that send me photos of the bobcat that runs through their yard occasionally, or foxes and bears and deer, and just how cool, how lucky you are to still live in an area where that's possible. All right, looking for a love bug. Sometimes she's like right in front of me and I can look right over her. She's got incredible camouflage. She could also be hiding in her den. Oh, there she is. Now the question will be, will she let us see her? Hi, Lovey. Been trying to rebuild my relationship with Lovey because back when I was a newer staff member and a newer rehabber, we have a native bobcat rehab and release program here. And when I became a rehabber, Jamie and Carol really want us to practice netting cats so that it's quick and stress-free and that we can be really good at it if we have to, you know, go on a bobcat call and catch a bobcat, you know, that's injured or something like that. So without any notice whatsoever, I got called over to Lovey one day and they handed me a giant net and they were like, catch Lovey, she needs vaccines. I was like, excellent. And Catherine and I went in and I ended up actually catching her on her platform, and we were able to just hold her down right on the platform. Dr. Justin came in, gave her vaccine. I was able to just lift the net back off of her. It was pretty stress-free actually for all of us, other than, you know, just all the adrenaline and nerves. And I came out later that evening and I was lucky that she came right over and took treats for me after that. But then there's been some days like since then where she's just like, she wants to go the farthest away from me that she possibly can. So this is Lovey Bobcat. She was one of our January birthdays we just celebrated last month. Hi, Love Bug. She has the cutest little face, you guys. She's actually missing an upper canine. Lovey came in with the Gilligan's Island rescue and all of those cats had something funky going on and lived in some of the most hellacious, dirty, disgusting enclosures. And Miss Lovey is missing one of her top canines, so it creates that, like, I call it her Elvis lip. She's so darn cute though. Alright everybody, well I am going to go ahead and shut down this live. Thank you guys so much for joining, and again you can watch for Jinx, our black leopard, to go out into funcation. Go to bigcatcams.com and find yourself a camera to watch today. Funcation should be a good one with Jinx heading out there. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the week and an awesome weekend. If you start this live from the beginning, you'll see Jinx, you'll see Cyrus, you'll see a bunch of cats that we don't always get to see. All right, everybody. Thank you again for all the donations, and I will see you guys again soon.